morning. Today is Sunday, and for some reason, I woke up this morning and I said to myself, isn't it crazy how you ended up at this place at this time in life? I was supposed to be living a normal life in America right now with a safe, comfortable job, like living and following the American dream, but I've chosen a life of a wanderer, of a seeker. And you know what's crazy? The only regret, the only mistake I've ever made in my mind is to get away from the path of enlightenment. And I'm still on the path. I've lost myself a few times out here, more than a few times. I've lost my way, I've lost myself, I've had some close calls in so many ways. But I still have my path in front of me, clear as day. I know what I need to do, I know where I want to be, I know who I want to be. And I just have to keep going. And as I'm sitting here, I feel so grateful to have this life, to be healthy, to still be young, to still have a brain, my mind. I know how to navigate. I know how to adapt. I know how to connect. And I also know how to disconnect. Most people are only good at either being introverted or extroverted, but I can do both. I've gone to the extremes of cutting the ties of society off, cutting my hair, living in the forest, away from everything, no sex, no alcohol, no material possessions. I've lived that life. And I've also lived the hedonistic life, just try to fill my mind with stimulation and pleasure. And that doesn't work either. Both sides are too extreme. That's why the Buddha talked about the middle way. And the only question I have is, what does that look like in 2025? I think I have an idea, and I've decided that this year I'm not playing any more games. Life has given me blessings after blessings, and I'm no longer gonna take them for granted. This is the year. And anyone watching this, I hope that these vlogs and my sharings can inspire you. That's my only hope. And as I do these vlogs, I'll be honest with you, it's really just to remind myself to practice, because let's be realistic. AI is here, technology is here. We cannot just resist it. You have to accept it. So the most creative way that I can think of is to bring my practice and merge it with technology and show people and remind myself how to live a life that is meaningful and honest, unafraid, unapologetic, and humble.
Going down. Doors closing.
It's easy to take care of yourself, to give yourself time for self-care when you're alone. And I know a lot of people may say, well, I have a family, I have responsibilities, I can't just take a Sunday off for myself. And I understand that completely. But the people you spend your time with, especially your family, shouldn't take away from your self-care time. In fact, it should be the opposite. As a family, you should all allow each other and give each other time for self-care. Love has space, and if you have kids, I understand kids can be difficult. Trust me, I'm a teacher. Teach your kids that Sunday or whatever day you choose is a day where you take care of yourself. Don't let them just watch the TV. Don't let them just watch TV, stare at screens all day. That's not self-care. And if you need to do be creative, like you need to go to a park where your kids can just be outside and play in the playground while you read a book, do that. But train your kids, train your family to take that space for themselves, and I guarantee you that after a while, they'll start doing it on their own. So if your family or your responsibilities make you feel like you can't be free, you can't love yourself, something is wrong. And it doesn't mean that your relationship or your situation is broken, not at all. It just means that you need to be a bit more proactive and less passive in terms of really being serious about changing yourself. We all need time to just be, especially parents. And when I have kids, I'm gonna train them to take their own time, and they're gonna know how to love themselves, independent of me, independent of their mom. This is very important, and I'm not gonna wait till it's too late, and I'm gonna lead by example. Sunday is my day of rest. I can do whatever I want, but I make sure I'm trying to rest my mind, rest my body, and whatever I feel needs to be done to regain some of my focus, I do it. And I want everyone to do the same, because everyone deserves that. You all deserve it. So please don't wait until you're so caught up in your responsibilities or the pressures of life. And to save your family, you need to start changing the way you live. A lot of people are in relationships and they're just with someone, but they're no longer in love. They no longer feel happy in their situation, but they're, kind of stuck. But it doesn't mean it's over. It means it's a sign, it's a signal that you have to change something. And you can start by just saying, hey, Sunday is a day where we go to the pool. Sunday is a day where we go to the park. And, no iPads today, but we can go outside. We can do things. We can ride our bikes. We can eat together. We can have ice cream and go outside. We're not meant to be stuck behind four walls all the time. Reclaim your freedom.